Hello! Today we are going to talk about a visionary genius whose name is deeply bound to a French soup on both brands. Here is the story of Justus Liebig in only 3 minutes. Justus Liebig was born on May 12, 1803 in Darmstadt in southwestern Germany. He was a highly intelligent and inquisitive child who quickly developed an interest in chemistry as his parents ran a drugstore in paints and varnishes. All was well for young Justus until 1816. Between 1809 and 1815, numerous volcanoes erupted, releasing stratospheric quantities of smoke into the atmosphere. For several years, this suspended volcanic ash blocked out much of the sunlight, cooling the northern hemisphere considerably. This led to a particularly cold year in 1816, blizzards in June, icy lakes in August, and almost no harvest. This international famine left its mark on Liebig, who threw himself wholeheartedly into his studies with one objective in mind: to find a solution to famine. Well, since he was mainly interested in chemistry, he went for it and became a doctor in 1823. So, how is he going to eradicate famine? First, he took an interest in plants and discovered that they need nitrogen in the soil to grow efficiently. So, he made the first synthetic nitrogen-based fertilizers. Next, he noticed that in hospices, broth made from animal gelatin were being given to the sick. In his opinion, this was a bad idea, as gelatin contains very few nutrients. Meat would be the best. He approached Uruguayan breeders who only raised oxen for their leather. The rest of the animal was discarded. He then collected the beef and designed the first concentrated broth. The famous bouillon cube was born. Then, in his quest to better understand animals and plants, he imagined that their constituent molecules could be obtained in the laboratory. He was referring in particular to the synthesis of morphine, obtained 70 years later, or salicylene, for which research is still ongoing. Liebig was almost 100 years ahead of his time. And finally, I would like to tell you about one of the good man's latest inventions. An invention that today makes it possible to study organic molecules with great precision. He began by burning samples. The fire consumed carbon and oxygen to form carbon dioxide gas, which he bubbled through a solution of potash. By measuring the amount of potash remaining at the end of the reaction, he could determine the number of carbon atoms in his initial sample. Today, this highly used method is called thermogravimetric analysis. So Liebig was not 100 but 200 ahead of his time. And I am not even mentioning the fact that he created the new field of organic chemistry, that he taught his students by experiment, which was revolutionary at the time, that he received international awards, and that he was friends with King Maximilian II of Bavaria. So today, to remember him only for his soups would be an affront, and I hope that this video enabled you to learn more about the visionary genius that was Justus Liebig. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to comment, share, like and subscribe. See you!